Oi, oi, Flat Earth British, Matt Liedtkes speaking. Double flat thumbs to infinity thrice, forever, with toast on and bells. Sounding fab. Hi, gang. Good to see you all on whatever day this is. Does it matter? No. We got loads and loads going on, so I thought I would crank up live for a Wednesday to have a happy time together and have a hangout. Spend the good energy, the good vibes, and the vibration, up the vibration a bit, because you have to admit things are being like really, really weird lately, aren't they? To say the least. Things are fucking strange, aren't they? So it is epic to see you all gang in the chat. Moonbeam Mitch, Sherry Ives, still really digging my stuff, Cherry Ives. So a lot of stuff on today, guys. It's going to be a very entertaining show. I'll give you a rundown shortly, and it's a precursor to Flat Day, which is coming Flat Day. Okay, obviously. Moonbeam Image, hi, dear, Devora, Fabulasso, and there's Sherry Ives there. Thank you, Sherry, for your lovely things. Brian Bach, who's up in Llanelli. So it's a proper, gone back to winter a bit and rainy and stuff outside. So just in case anybody was getting the grump on, yeah, I've come to dispel that right now. And even if you're the grumpiest fucker on earth, I can guarantee later on, you're going to hate it. The corners of my mouth are going up. What does this mean? It takes more muscles to frown than it actually does to smile. Did you know that? You get achy face from not smiling. Did you know that? You don't get achy face from laugh. You get achy stomach from laughing. So it's good to see you all. I am back with the four corners of the earth. And what's at the North Pole? It's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the narrative given to us by them for Admiral Byrd. And I'll give you my opinion on what I think about it all and what I thought about it all along, actually. Where exactly are the four corners in this realm? And even from anybody's perspective, globe believers' perspective, or flat earthers' perspective, you have to ask yourself, why all the fucking secrecy with the edges? Why can't we know anything hardly about the North Pole? And why can't we know hardly anything about the South Pole in this high technological society that we got going on, where apparently they're sending probes to deep space, but we can't know shit about what's nearby, apparently. And I will give you the rundown on all of the strangeness and that, including the Antarctica Treaty. They got a similar sort of affair for the North. But it's sort of, I feel that, all of this narrative for Antarctica can't really be proved by laymen or any of us, really. And I put it that it's all bullshit and the juice is up north, don't you know, is what I think. And later on, to entertain you, I'm going to come back and give you all a shout now. 200 odd of you just shit out of nowhere. Good to see you all, peeps. Hope you're all having a fab day. Wondering, what's going on? Why is Martin live on a Wednesday? What's going on exactly? Well, we have the conference, only a hop, skip, and a jump, like 16 days or so away in Birmingham, England. Okay, that's the Holy Grail of the Great Reset Conference. I know I keep saying convention, which is honest. So if you're looking for tickets and preparations, all will be explained a little bit later. Got a video to play and all of the information in that a little while into the show. Okay. And we have some wicked juice coming up for Flatter Day. Make sure to be here for Flatter Day, because some documents similar to ones I already have, but it's a really important narrative for all of this, and we'll cover it on the weekends when I get some more translations in, which is always the case. Okay, so we're going to look into later on, medieval mental as fuckness, and we're going to look at some of the weirdest images that I can find out of the so-called medieval period, Renaissance period, etc. And wonder what is going on. We're going to try and interpret them together, okay, and some of the sort of esoteric art that goes along with them. Later on, after that, we're going to look at statues, some lovely new statues, and wonder why, with artistic impression, statues of angels, etc., have to be so sad. Why are they so sad? That's what we're going to think about. Because that bullshit narrative as well, don't you know? Later on, I may or may not, I don't know, I haven't made my mind up, whether I'm just going to, like, you know, big it up. But what I'm going to do is maybe be a bit blasphemous, maybe not. We're going to see how I feel. But we're going to look at some comedic stuff later on. That'll be some of my favorite book covers. Okay, they will be disgusting. So you may want to stick around for them. Sexually disgusting. Oh, yeah, yeah. There will be juggages for the gentlemen and penises. Yeah, penises for the ladies. Big ones later on in this post. So you're sticking around now? Yeah. Anyway, that was easy. So anyway, so that'll be later to cheer you all up. If not that you don't need cheering up, fucking bully for you. But a lot of people do, because it's like epically weird as fuck just lately, don't you know? But it's meant to be, isn't it? Or distraction and confusion, magic trick. Look at us, what we're doing over here, or we do something over here. Like the Antarctica Treaty. I know it's the Russia and the Ukraine have both got like a stake in all of this apparent continent. Yeah, they ain't got a fucking problem down there or a little war, have they? No, everybody down there's buddy for some apparent scientific purposes that have been ongoing since the late 1950s, where they've been shipping all of this machinery down there. But nothing's going on. Absolutely zip scientific advancement out of so-called Antarctica. Fuck Antarctica, because it's just got them all over it, guys. It really, really fucking has. It smells funny. It smells of them. Okay, so I'm going to say, and I'm going to show you why, I think the juice is in the north, and it's close. It's close by as well. And they're always trying to steer you away from it, you see. So we're going to have a look at that. So much love to you all anyway. Hope we all have a fantastic show tonight and have some fun. Because we do like a little smile. Hiya, you. It's good to see you. Only you. You. Good to see you, my brother. Watery. Good to see you. Slush. Friesland is part of the Netherlands. My daughter's DNA is part of Friesland. Her father is Friesland. Germans bomb it. Yeah, don't worry about all of that. I'm sure a lot of these bombings that happened during World War II were just our own people bombing ourselves, like, you know, friendly fire, etc. You know, at night, dead at night, you don't know what's going fucking over. And you think they wouldn't drop bombs on their own? Shh. You know, and a giraffe, they do that shit. My brother's Hank is sitting in on the show tonight. I promised him there would be jokes later. As you can see, he's got a little stiffy already. He's joined, yeah, the Bad Meinhof. He said that, like, well, he's been joining all these, like, random terrorist movements since basically he had 3 Habs and died. And he's gone completely nuts. So he tried the IRA, and then he went, joined the Tamil Tigers for a little spell, but he said their holidays were shit and the medical. Basically, he didn't fancy their medical treatment very much. Anyway, so now he's joined the Bad Meinhof, have been reformed. Okay. All female terrorist group except for Hank. And that's why he joined him. Looking forward to their antics later on. Yeah, me too. So let's have a shout to Michelle. Good to see you. GS. What? I don't give a fuck. I'm not even you existing in this realm anyway, so it doesn't even matter, does it? And we're probably all dead, so it doesn't even matter anyway. Mandy Man, good to see you. Oh, let's have a steam through. Storm Pitbull, good to see you. And Skull Image, good to see you, my friend. And I Hat Fairies. So a big universal shout to you all, Matt, Floyd, Birmingham Skies, UK Rain. Yeah, it's going to be cold as well. Anonymous, good to see you. What's your name? And Jewish Samaritan, please no bulgies, Martin. All right, I'll just won't bother then. Cock and Bull Stories, make a few of that. And there's Jennykins. Hi, Jennykins. And Tommy Rogers, I am my brother. Oggy Welsh Dragon Metals, who's my son, Lawrence Liedtkes. Subscribe to him. Ross's the Sausage has gone AWOL. No, he hasn't. He put a video up yesterday, Ed H. Go check it out, or the day before, but he hasn't gone AWOL. He hasn't. I won't let him go AWOL. Gareth, good to see you. And it's all done in the very best possible taste and loving intent anyway. So if I am taking a piss out any religious denomination, like, I'll just take the piss out of them all. Because at this stage of the game, except probably Islam. But I just really don't give a fuck at this stage of the game. because, like I explained earlier, not really here. Holistic Media, who is India, dear. Good to see you, India. Yeah. Show me Sasquatch and me. We love a Sasquatch. Smell them before they arrive anyway, apparently. They smell like wet dog fart, apparently. I don't know. Jack of all trades, master of none. Favorite, disguising book covers. Yes, my friend. Intrigue goes on. Christina. Oh, I might be in Croatia. I got an invite to Croatia. We'll have to see what happens because everything's like thrown to the wind. Naughty boy. Yes, I may be a naughty boy, Benny, but that's neither here nor there, is it? Doesn't matter. As long as you're not, that's all that counts, isn't it? I'm quite happy with my lot. All right, don't worry. Anyway, Daniel, good to see you, Martin, and Justin. I barely got service. Go sit on the roof and watch Flat Earth British. You'll reach the satellites that way. Anyway, so Watch Dragon Metals. Greetings, Lawrence, wherever you are. There he is. Hey, all, son. Watch Dragon Metals. That's right. I have a son, a 31-year-old son. Yes, I know. Don't worry. We just lie and say we're brothers. AZ, JR, good to see you. I can't say that. Chitterlin's Laundry. Good to see you, my friend. Right, we're going to have to think about the North Pole. First, I'm going to try and not play or get my channel kicked off by showing a Periscope video of Sir Admiral Byrd. Not Sir, because he's American. He don't get Sir. Admiral Byrd talking a pack of shit about Antarctica and saying, oh, there's lands out there bigger than America and past little America and no human has set eyes. And he just like rolls it out of his mouth about Antarctica. But what's very important about this chronoscope video that we're going to see is he starts it with, oh, the North Pole, oh, it's way too crowded up there. And then he moves straight to the South Pole and bangs on about that for the rest of the interview, like the North Pole's not like even in it. Crowded. In the 1950s, crowded in what way is the North Pole crowded? What exactly do we know of the North Pole by what they tell us? I've got loads of narratives. Apparently, Russian submarines burst up through the ice right on the North Pole, not the magnetic or geographical North Pole, two separate things, but one of them where they put the pole, apparently. You buying any of this? You can't see it with your own eyes, can you? And everyone who I've ever spoke to about this subject, or I've met, who has apparently ever been anywhere, I just doubt any of this shit's happening. I really do. I think it's up the north, and I think it's close by, and I think that is a really big psycho thing that they would do, is to rub our faces in it that close by, wouldn't you say? Like, really close by. Ordering 2 books and can't wait to read. Thank you, Ether Envy. You can find the book links down below in the descriptions box. Flat Earth British. Picages. Check them out. Harley Harris. Good to see you, my friend. And Gaynor and Lovely Lindsay. And Joe and MK Ultra. And that's you lot for a minute. I'll come back and give you all a shoutages. Right. Sit comfortably. There's Sonia. And I'll begin. Okay. And I will share my Brian with you. Okay, well, Brian Spew. Okay. Oggy, Dave Welsh. Okay, just me, Tracy. Good to see you. Right. Let's sit calmly. Let's not be so erratic tonight, shall we? 6 poles deco. Well, I think in the 4 corners, the so-called 4 corners, may not be, like the 4 angels, not on the, 4 corners of a shared square and stationary earth, rather than might be somewhere else. We'll have a look at that idea now. If you've read my first book and my ideas on what's going on with, the Hyperborean and Mount Meru, and Mount Meru being an oversized pyramid, upside down pyramid, and the top being the North Pole, and half buried underneath pyramid being the South Pole, a magnet, a north and south pole opposing magnet. Big one. Spirit level, good to see you, lovely Rizzo Truth. Right, there's enough of you came in now. We got 391 of you. If you would be so kind as to please share this video out, YouTube wise, on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. So I got my Facebook back today. fuck me, was that a palaver. I've been blocked for it for weeks. I've had literally, all it's been about is just they want all more information, more numbers, more shit, and just like ridiculous, really. Meta. God, have you met her? Anyway. Valerie Pax, good to see you. It's Liberatis, my brother. Much love to you. It's and Jizzy Bob. Okay, much love to you all. Peace and love. And let's get underway. So I'm going to think about North Pole. I'm going to think about that Admiral Byrd chap. Now, some people say he was awesome and that, but I'm thinking like higher, you know, not kind of establish whether he's a Freemason. It doesn't matter anyway. But you can't be like the youngest admiral in America and this great, you know, hero to America if you're not one of them. If you get a statue and shit and loads of what he's got, then you're one of them. So would he go on a television interview just before like he's in, you know, one of his last and spill a load of crap? Damn right he would. Look at fucking Schaffner now with what he's up to. What a glorious way to end Shafter's fucking career by pretending he'd been up in a rocket with Soros or whatever. And Soros, what the fuck? All of them, what the fuck? Are these even real entities? I don't even fucking think so. So what does lie at the North Pole? Well, there's the idea of the North Pole hole, which gives us laser light, green electrified light, which is basically the northern lights that you perceive. And there's could be a hole, the North Pole hole, very possibly. And as lots of narratives will show you, lots of Asian civilizations will show you which I'll show you examples of, a large upside down pyramid at the center, Meru, a magnet, which I explained all in my first book, The Holy Grail of Our Flat Earth. Congratulations, Martin. Have a Facebook back. Yeah, I know. I need it for stuff, and I'm not a big fan of anything, you know, fucking internet-y. It's just gone to bollocks, hasn't it? Big skinny show. Yeah, it's like everyone's just so confused about everything. I've noticed. It's like if they were in a dark room, they'd all be bumping into one another, going, yeah, they don't know what's going on, but understandably so as well, because it's like the craziest shit show ever, and everyone's very confused at this moment and disorientated. Waking Possum, hi Sue. Reclaim the plane. Hyperborean lands and the North Vortex. We'll look at pictures of that idea right now. Okay. So I'm going to try not to get my channel kicked off because, you know, they're really funny about like Admiral Byrdy stuff. So I'm going to just up the speed and just play the important key moment when he spills this shit and then goes on about Antarctica for the rest of the fucking interview, which I feel is steering you towards thinking Antarctica thoughts. Okay. I'm thinking penguins and all of those dignitaries who visited there recently like there's anything going on. I'm thinking, at this stage of the game, I don't give a fuck. So there he is on the famous Longini's Chronoscope interview with Richard D. Byrd. Now, let me just alter this. I'm going to remember to set it back, actually, because otherwise it'll just be on a play a video later. It'll all be fucked up. So he's going to say, okay, have a listen to what he's going to say. They interview him about his great Antarctica and North Pole expeditions. And he starts with Antarctica, and this is what he says. North Pole, and this is what he says. He fobs it off straight away.
Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole because it's getting crowded up there now because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily.
So, I slowed that down actually instead of speeding it up. So, it's really busy at the North Pole and it's habitable. Hang on, sorry, habitable. That's what he said. So how come it's habitable and used militarily? I get they got the dew line in North America apparently for make-believe nuclear bombs. So that's not a real thing. We all know that. So that's just bullshit. So instantly he steers you away from North Pole. So it's livable, inhabitable, right? So why aren't we living there? And I thought it was supposed to be really fucking cold. So there's a bit of a inconsistency in the narrative that they give us. Anyway, then he bangs on about Antarctica and it's really useful for uranium and scientific purposes, okay, which is absolute bullshit. If you don't know this video, you can find it on internet anywhere. I guess in Mark Sargent done a thing on this the clues years back. And covered the Antarctica Treaty, which is just insanity. It just shows you that the bullshit of this place. Now, like I said, guys, we can't prove if any of this shit's happening. These are the elites, okay? They do all this shit behind closed doors anyway. Apparently, all of these countries have separated this continent. What continent? I put it to you, there's not even a fucking continent there. Antarctica Treaty came into force in 29th of June 1961 after ratification by 12 countries, then active in Antarctica science. I can assure you guys, there's nothing that has supported anything to do with science out of this place. It's just absolute bullshit. The treaty covers an area from the 60th latitude line. Why? Why all the way out here? This like doubles the size. Why? So you don't go near it and find out there's no fucking ice or that it's not there at all. So all of the 60th latitude line right the way around, insane restrictions come in. I mean, you can't smoke a cigarette if you cross that line out in the open. You can't take a dump. You can't do anything, eat food outdoors. And there's a whole load of insane restrictions. So what was the purpose of the Antarctica Treaty? Interests of all mankind. Oh, really? Can we go and have a look? No, you can't. I thought it was in our interests. Fuck off. There you go. It's just bullshit. It's not. Shall continue forever to be exclusively for peaceful purposes and shall not be the scene of any international discord. Okay, well, that's the first place ever in the whole of reality. They're usually happy to kill one another or poison the public or what have you. Okay, it's just absolute insanity, any of it, guys. So they brought in this treaty. Some people say that with Operation High Jump, Operation Fishbowl, other videos pushed by YouTube, other narratives pushed by them, that they found the dome. They may or may not have found the dome. What I'm saying is they're keeping your mind off of the North Pole while you're thinking about all of this bullshit. Really, you can't substantiate, and if you could, it wouldn't even matter. Have a look into it. There's a 1,000 big questions of why you can't do what you want, why you can't go where you want without a representative of your own country. You'd have to go to your own region and look at them all. You know, there's some Arab countries here, Canada there, and you know, there's just everything just separated out. Apparently. So I'm not buying that. I'm thinking there's something really fishy about that. I'm thinking more North Pole-y thoughts. Now, some people say the dome could be made of sapphire or made of pure oxygen, sky stone. I feel towards more dense water. Yeah, snow is dense water, isn't it? Frozen water. So this area is supposed to be an ocean, okay, and it's always under projected on all maps, and look at the size of an ocean. Ocean is massive, isn't it? So they say it's the smallest ocean, but the fact still remains it's an ocean, and everywhere when this map was produced as unexplored. It's all been discovered. Truman. Oh, has it been? They say this is a satellite, obviously not, but they're giving you the idea there's something missing over the North Pole, like they're blocking out any image of what was there. And that's supposed to be 1968, but you know, I don't think that's satellite because they don't exist. Crocolands, okay, so these lands apparently that they go in search of in north of Canada, unexplored large regions that are connected up to the North Pole. Is it there? And then you get so many maps. But I was thinking about all of the maps. In fact, I was thinking about all of it, actually, and thinking that, you know, in 1984, they tell you they rewrite the history. They take the original copies for themselves and they just make up bullshit for public consumption. Surely that would include the maps and everything else. They're given to us. We can only cherry pick and we can only discern what we're looking at. But the fact still remains there's a shitload of maps from certain periods. I'll just say that because, you know, some are like I've seen some in the 1700s. I've seen them, you know, earlier. So over a period where they show you 4 continents, like 4 angels or 4 corners, because they look a bit like corners, don't they? They have like that sort of corner shape. So with the 4 corners, the continents in the middle. So they say that they can do stupid shit like burst up through the ice because it's really thin apparently. I've used the Royal Navy doing it at the North Pole. They're saying they can do that. But obviously it's the military and you can't really trust anything that they're saying because they got the official secret acts. So I'll give you some ideas. So the Indian classics, the Vedic, etc. Well, actually stacks and stacks of ancient religions as well. Show you Mount Meru as this cup, which is the Holy Grail and the narrative for my first book. Okay, guys, the Holy Grail we thought of as, think of it as a car speaker, okay, and giving off an acoustic frequency, which very possibly holds the dome in place. It looks a bit circuit boardy around it too. Here's another depiction of it with this sort of circuit boardy mandala effect around it. And it's an upside down pyramid with the other half that is shown in Paradise Lost. Actually, there's an image of it in there. Probably Milton had penned up, but it shows you another upside down pyramid underneath, which have two opposing magnets, north and south, causing a torus field, causing the apple. And it's being picked up, the geomagnetics, or I guess, and that's what they call them in their thinking, but the magnetic anomalies and declination for the North Pole have been mapped. And they also show these 4 big bending magnetic anomalies, almost as if there's 4 land masses to give off the magnetism here. They also say that, Mount Meru is magnetic. The narrative for Olaf Johnson when all of the nails came flying out of their wooden boat to something in the distance, a magnetic mountain, which causes the mechanics for all of this place. People who live around the Arctic region, the indigenous people, are all pretty similar. Inuit looking or Tartarian looking, even some. Excuse me. That is not the North Pole. And the ideas for outside have been coming quick and fast. There's 1,000 ideas spread at the moment to cause utter confusion. The last post that I showed an old map where it just appears that in the past there's no snow. And with the Albano Monte map, there's the same sort of affair. There's no snow on that, and there's no snow on this. But still, it shows you Mount Meru, a little bit of snow around there, though. And the 4 corners, or the 4 angels, or the 4 continents. That could be there. 3 days sailing off, 4 days sailing off, who even knows? So, this is for you, Gareth. Jesus knows, look. He's telling you right there. Okay? I feel happier about that now. But what I'll say later. Now, the idea, this masses of continents outside, and outside of the so-called Antarctica ice wall, or whatever it is, around our enclosure, and then where it's elevated above us, so we're in a pond below, so easy to flood if there was dams there, and all of these continents outside is the idea of other lands. But what if they're closer? Here's the other idea for pond life, where we're all in separate little ponds. As you can see, the ice is way above, and we could easily be flooded if there was a breach. I saw it flooded here because of their sun coming in an elliptical. And there it is, Mount Meru in an old Mercator map, and it shows 4 corners, really. And you get the same, the declination with the magnetics around these if they were there as well, mapped. So could they be there? Well, why wouldn't we see them? Because we can't travel there. And I seen a film once where, I can't remember what film it was, maybe I don't know, 39th floor, one of those films. But anyway, there was a skyscraper and it was hidden in the middle of New York, but nobody could see it because it was cloaked. If you walked past and you didn't really look, you would see like an empty car lot. Yeah. But there was really a skyscraper there and some magic, whatever. You couldn't perceive it. You could sort of see it out of your peripheral vision, and then you'd look and it wouldn't be there. It'd be an empty car lot. So what if some tech or something like that was going on with the North Pole, where you had to be in a certain vibration to be able to perceive it, otherwise it was just cloaked to you? They show you that sort of thing, guys, in the film Wonder Woman, Skull Island, these lands that are cloaked, that have got barriers that you can't even see. So this is the idea for the North Pole hole in a graphic. Could that be there? The pyramids cross back out, causing the torus field for this place. Well, this guy, whoever he was, in I think this is Crescent Park in Sydney, and it's somebody knew exactly the score because they included the technasmia lines outwardly, and even in the center, a giant Mount Meru. So whoever did that knew exactly the score. And the Four Angels, which is an experiment in magnetics, which shows you that this is what they were talking about in these ancient depictions of angels' wings. Angels' wings, eagles' wings, wings open, active charge. And the double torus I included in my first book. And we're there on the inertia plane. Inert, actually, probably about 12 kilometers below our feet, actually. That's as far down as they've been. And as you can see here on this, 16th century depiction of Meru, and a 2013 shape of a car stereo speaker. How on the earth can this be a coincidence? So again, that gives off sound and frequency, same as Mount Meru, which I feel could be the case. There's another depiction, that one again. Excuse me. And the magnetic declination, just imagine the four continents there. So is that the score? Are they just keeping us away because there's lands there and it's close by? And like the impossibility of like getting actually to Antarctica or any of it anyway. It's just insane. So, right, we're going to have a little scoot on to something else now, another little narrative. That's my thoughts on that. I think that they're steering you away. I think that your thoughts should be on the North Pole, and I think that's where the juice is happening. Okay, guys? And I think they just want to keep us all away from that. If you want more information on that, watch A Great Secret Never Told on the Tartarian channel, or get my first book. So, medieval mental as fuckness. Guys, I've been collecting some images of medieval, like they used Janus and some other fucker. And they're floating on a cloud with like a globe thing or a bubble, to be more specific, with a world inside. And this going on. Are they ascending or are they descending? So it's a really like weird sort of apocalyptic theme across the medieval. Yeah, did they have a first evil and later evil period? I think we're in it, ain't we? The later evil period. Shh. I think they noticed we've got horns. So something I was wondering about, which I'm going to talk briefly on my next post about actually, is whether or not the Phoenicians actually reproduced, because I'm not actually so sure, They got these Charabanouskis and stuff. You don't actually see like a Phoenician baby as such. And if you're looking into like artists' impression, balance and form, etc., they're not us. They're not like muscularly like us. They're not framed like us. They are basically not us. They don't look anything like us. They're all weird looking. So, and I was wondering whether, like, hang on, did any of them actually give birth? Because I'll give you some clues now in a minute. But apparently, that doesn't designate either of these birds with horns. They're trying to cleverly hide. And they're nearly dead white. They're all of them are anemic. Yeah? So, what's she got, a baldy head? Or is it just the cap thing? Anyway, you get a lot of baldy women. She's a bit bald. You'll see another one in a minute. So, what about this? Is that the black hole sun? Have you ever seen the film Doctor Strange? Yeah, Doctor Strange puts his hands up like that and turns it like that with a magic ring. And he summons up a wormhole that looks exactly like this. In fact, this looks like it's from Doctor Strange. He's doing that, conjuring up that wormhole-y thing. I just noticed there's all people around though. Open to interpretation, and as you read Latin, find out what's going on. Something to do with terror. Illumine, light and earth. And these crazy images from this esoteric alchemical period, hieroglyphica, which give you all of the clues, you know, the eagle, the wings open, and a lot of it is seemingly nonsensical, but it's actually allegory and code, except for this bunny rabbit laying on this guy's belly. I'm not sure what's happening with that. But the so-called Egyptians, I'll have a little think about that on my next post as well. And look at these crazy esoteric alchemical depictions. They're all from like a similar era, 1500s, and it's like the mud-flooded world. And he's like, what? He's holding a magnifying glass up to a sun, and he's putting the rays into his eyes. Wouldn't that do something really bad? Like fucking that. And why is that guy painting a devil or something with horns? Has he got horns? I don't know. And there's an angel hanging about, and she's doing the Phoenician looking glass thing into the mirror. Is she looking at herself, or has she got a tablet and she's Skyping with her daughter? This shows up absolutely everywhere. Jesus rides it on so many different pictures it's hard to even imagine. And also a serpent rides it. It's the crucifer or the orb. This one's without a cross, but it has got that cross on it there, see? Which might be a clue for Mount Meru north, south, and inertia plane between, maybe. This one is looking at his reflection. It's a lot to do with the reflections in the Phoenicians, isn't there? But we have mentioned about that. And Diana, and you know, in the cover of Kirsch's Munda Subterraneous, you get like the Diana, and they got these like basically crazy deities that they're worshipping. But you get like Hermes with the caduceus, and like, you know, the cherub coming in with, what is this actually a painting that he's bringing in, or is it like Uncle Charlie's calling because he's on his like round tablet? I don't know. What about this chick? She's selling fire. How is she holding fire? And how she got fire in a wicker basket? What fire is she selling? Food for thought. I haven't got the answers, obviously, but she's floating on a cloud anyway. So check out these Phoenicians, yeah. So we tried to identify why the Phoenicians have like multiple breasts, and we think it's something to do with salmon roe, or eggs, if you like, and not just for breastfeeding, but many of them look like this roe. And, you know, considering the fishy theme of it all. So we got a comet or something, or these things blowing wind. Oh, right, they're having some communication with things from up. Now, this baby is breastfeeding, so people in this period definitely having babies, but they always, I don't know. There, these, see them? Like multiple, they look like roe eggs. And I got some information on kings I want to talk about in my next post, but you know, like you've got these 3 heads of these kings, and they look like the royals of today. They really like, I've seen images of these, and it's just like looking like Charles, and guessing you could think of the dragon or the serpent as evil, if you like. I don't know. And 2 what look like griffins chased him up the tree, or he is the tree. But it is open to interpretation, like this one. There's always someone looking at you. They're always looking at you. So, what happened to astronauts? They planted them, and they grew into a Venus flytrap thing. You did well, girl. You did well. So that is what you can do with your astronauts, and they grow into big, nasty, feed me now, Venus flytraps. So this is an esoteric, I'm guessing, a sort of tarot card. got the infinity, but you've got the blindfolds again. Why is it floating? Can we fly? I believe we can fly. I think about it every day. Spread my wings and fly away. And here is the eternal fucking battle that's going on right now in the other realm, because this one's the shit dense one that everyone's been chucked into, disappointingly. It's angels and demons having a fight. Is there any propaganda coming in any camp in this scene? I mean, it could be the angels like dishing the demons and the demons are dishing the angels, and it could be something going on in between. Like the angels could be at times real shits, and demons at times may be little shits too, but also kind in a way. Who even knows? Because it could be just like, because it's like the church telling us all of this shit, isn't it? And it's all, you know, it's all in the psyche anyway. There's another wormhole going on here. Check this one out. It's got death all around it. And do you go into the light, guys? When you go into the light, you might wake up in the theatre and the theatre lights, like on an operating table. Groundhog Day 132. Got to do it all again, and you got to go through like another 70 years or what have you, or however many years it takes to get to that point that you did in the first Groundhog Day life that you had. And you could be doing this like numerous times over and over again forever and ever until like get it right, or win the game, win the level. Yeah, beast that motherfucker. So Black Hole Sun there again there. So some of these esoteric pictures I picked up on like Pinterest, and I do esoteric pictures. I could smash it. They're not even that good. So this is the Valley of the Dead skulls. I made that up. I don't know, but all the dead that went before us, the place should be littered with skulls and stuff. But you don't see any at all ever. So I'm all dead. Just saying. Here is Shiva and Vishnu depicted in a Gallica. And again, she comes like Noah, Jonah out of a fish, like the Phoenicians come out of fish or whales. And it's the same for the Krishna narrative as well. And you get dog heads. This one's balancing like a world on its nose. So it screams interdimensionality to me, is what that does. The whole narrative of Krishna and Shiva thing, and the battle, the whole Mahabharat battle screams other terror, worldly stuff. So this is an interesting depiction, esoteric, I guess. But again, it's like this is the plane we live on, dome over the top, sun and moon possibly, and a third luminary, which is interesting. And whoever is over the North Pole is on sort of a wormhole out of you, but over the North Pole. Isn't that interesting? Looks like Quasi-Lunibus might have been right all along. So this is what they practice. The Satanic Trinity. Dun, dun, dun. The dragon, the anti-god in the book of Revelation. See this one with loads of heads on it? So that's the beast, the Antichrist, right? Apparently. But there's the false prophet. Did you hear that? Someone's been talking a load of shit. The anti-spirit, who's represented as a goat, I guess. And that's in Revelations 2. The false prophet and the beast are two separate entities. The Antichrist and the false prophet, two separate entities. A bit like that angel and demon. They actually both, is the angel really, really good and the demon really, really bad? Can we actually get any evidence on this? Because we haven't actually met them, specific ones, have we? The church don't have fucking. That's what the church do to you, Brian. That. Yeah. I wouldn't want to burst that balloon either. I bet that'd be really messy. Don't have bad dreams. So what kind of craziness was they doing in the medieval period? You can try and interpret. They all live in these walled, like, church buildings, but they're like giants. This guy, he seems to have, like, killed his wife. I may be wrong. And I think now that he's a king. Yeah. He's probably strangling his children. Yeah. That's what it looks like. And this guy's turned up with what looks like a tape measure to get coffins ready. He's measuring her for a coffin. So what happened? Looks like everyone went completely batshit crazy. Maybe they had 3 jabs and fucking had 3 masks, stabbed the brain of oxygen, and went completely zombie, as they all will anyway. So, oh, she said suck a jug. Not a jug. No, this is a bong. This is the bong. They had bongs in the old days. She a pole dancer? No, it is a pole. She's got a leg for a pole. I wouldn't hold that against her. There's nothing wrong with that. So, well. Did the Phoenicians arrive out of the water or out of the wells that are all over the place? Eh? So here's a Cherubanuski going to flaming arrow him. He's already flaming arrowed him, but he don't look too dead, does he? He's got one in the leg as well. So he sat in a bath, like nothing going on. It's a papal prick, though, isn't he? Be brilliant to, like, basically trial them all. I'm not even bothered with that. So check this out. This is some sort of tower of antiquity. So you dig, the pipes going in here, and are these taps? I think they are, you know, guys. So this tower in particular was a water tower. What would fill them taps up? A giant? I don't know how big it is, though. Have you ever seen any of them before? Hi, intellectual catch up. Hi, all of you. I will be there in a minute. Evil flying babies shooting arrows. They're like jetpack babies, Lawrence. You're going to see some good images now in a minute. They would not be too rude. Seen the giant of Yeldale? Yeah? Churchman cigarettes. Yeah, he run away with basically, I'm having it. And that's what happened. They came into your village, grab your daughter, run off into the woods. That's what happened. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want a bad press, giants. They give a shit of a time as it is. Mermaids. Yeah. Flat Earth British don't shut the fuck up about mermaids, does he? No. Why would I? The half woman, half fish thing going on. And once they get out of the water, they turn completely woman. We've all seen Splash with Harold Danner. And no, Harold Danner's not a switcheroo. I don't know anymore. Anyway, here's another one, right? They're not alien grays because obviously they don't exist. Oh, that's an interesting device. We see these all over antiquity, but they got a giant, yeah, a giant robot angel. Oh, I've seen these. Me and my son seen this, didn't we, lot? We seen this, the giant black triangle. It blocked out stars when it was going over. Everyone's seen it in my area. You couldn't really fucking miss it. So yeah, we've seen that one. He found a big mollusk or shrimpy thing. Do you know shrimps and lobsters and stuff? You know they're parasites, don't you? They charge like 80 quid for a lobster, and all it is a fucking cockroach. So this cat was getting around in the medieval period. He's got a skull and crossbones, so he's a Freemason. He's taken way too many hallucinogenics. And look at his pee-pee. Look at his little willy. Isn't he weird? Come on, guys. Willies are funny. They are. Look. I was wondering about these. Like, this is a Phoenician, right? And they're all naked for a start off. You don't see Phoenicians with clothes on. Maybe like a bit of material covering them up now and again in art. But essentially, I wouldn't be hitting that hammer around, mind you. I don't think you lit it. But like, why are they all like muscular like this, all bollock naked, all like they wouldn't be able to reproduce in any way, shape, or form, and they're not us, are they? No. Check this one out. You fucker! Oh, he's pulled his hair. That's nasty. Yeah. What's he doing here with? Let's have a close look at this. Chicken head. Okay. Which is scary. If I seen a chicken head guy, I would be way fucking scary. So scary, I would dig my own grave. And he's got like, he's pissing on the lantern and he's making flames. So it's a high chance he's got like flammable piss. That'd be scary, wouldn't it? I don't like the way that's going, actually. Get off that. So, if you were a naughty man in the medieval period, yeah, you're going to get 3 crows to grab you, yeah, and fucking smack your ass. Apparently, this is what went down. Look, she's pulling his hair and everything. I don't know what his crime was or whatever's going on. I don't know. He might have paid all I know. This is St. Bernadette, or excuse me, no, St. Bartholomew. And the guys who were cutting his clothes off because they're going to nail him up, as you do, okay. They noticed that he never had any like man bits all along, which is why I've got to think like you get a lot of like saintages, yeah, and they got like smooth bits and stuff. So I was wondering if like any of these cats were actually having any babies at all. Maybe not, because it's like baby Babylon, isn't it? Baby is babies Babylon, the little Babylonians, and then they get baptized and welcomed into the Phoenician watery death paradigm. Check this guy out. He's got bells on, so he's got style. Oh, he's a hoghead, and he's got a little human. I got a human to play with. He's got a little human. So this could have been what happened to us in the past, guys. Think about it. We could have been just like bitches for hogheads with bells on. So I don't know the narrative here. I'm guessing he's got like a throne, so he might be some sort of king. He's got an angel with arrows to watch his maybe his daughters. That he's frowning upon really badly. And I noticed they have no clothes on and they're trying to cover themselves up. So she's trying to get his attention by squeezing her breasts in the water outside. Is she a giant? Yeah, it's very confusing, isn't it? I mean, maybe we should think about that later. Papal pricks may be robots in the past. Check this out. So this guy's like literally done the Wurzel Gummidge. He's pulled his head off to maybe put a happier head on. Who knows? And look, squirt, squirt, squirt. And I'm thinking more in the line of brake fluid or transmission fluid than blood. See all the holes? Yeah. Robot papal people in the past. So, you look fucked up, mate. You look fucked up. You got flames coming out your eyes. No, you look really fucked up. He's looking at himself. Is he? Confusing, isn't it? They've had way too many drugs. Check this out then. So you got like the green goddess thing. She also has homunculus or little humans to, you know, that guy's 38 or something. Look. So she must be a giant. She's like, I like you. I'm taking you home. This thing going on. And she got like the Bacchus laurel leaf thing going on. This is a freaky one from the year I5 don't know, squiggle, squiggle, wiggle. This guy is definitely a Yeti, but maybe part human, but he's getting on for being a Yeti. And there he is when he arrived out of the water. Yeti man. So yeah, a lot of these things that arrive in this realm arrive from nefarious places. Look at this then, guys. Again, you got all these naked people. Why are they always fucking naked? And they're in like a place in the sky. Again, these ones are either trying to get to them, and everyone else seems to be dead. Oh, what happens? Again, everyone's trying to get the fuck out while everyone's dropping like flies. So I was like, oh no, they maybe do have babies. Maybe they do have babies. She looks like she's got a jug out ready for a bit of bitty. Look at these though. They don't look like kids. They look weird as fuck. But look at her hair. She's bald. She got no hair. She ain't human. She got a head like an egg. She got a head with elongatedness, is what I think. So that doesn't necessarily say that like anybody's giving birth to Babylons. I'm not sure about this. Right. So he's coming along looking rather sheepish and bashful. And she's like watching the door. And upstairs is, oh, like he's going to ask his daughter out, maybe. He's here, lad, he's here. Tell him I'm ill. Tell him I got period pains. Tell him I'm washing my hair. No, love, you're going to have to go and see to him. His father gave me a fuck ton of money. You sold me, mother. No, no. Yes, yes. So, again. So they're all like hosts, are they? And they're all sitting around watching us on TVs. And eventually they all go, oh shit, we're bubbled. And it all fucking just ends up in a fiery pit below. In some cases, they come up from the water, like the Phoenician sirens. And you get all these ones living like in another dimension, really close by, cloaked. And I reckon you can see it and perceive it all if you just like shift your frequency enough. This is brilliant, isn't it? It's all under the firmament. The stars are inside the firmament. There's a Christ stage. He's doing a little magic thing, or maybe his finger's missing. I don't know. Sun and the moon, maybe. Yeah. Cometage. They're cometages. And a tree. Only the one, though, because the world got fucked up with mud, as you may know. So I know I can't really mag this up, but it's this fiery orb again. And crazy eyes on medieval angels. I've got a bigger one. Yeah. What about this lady? So she's like, basically, she's put her children, if they are children, on a wheel. And then eventually when the wheel comes round, they smack their heads on the concrete. So it's not real fun, as you think of fun. She's got a big, massive horn on her head. And, oh, I thought this was her nose. No, I can see her face is faded. Serves her own right for doing that, kids. Fucking well. Do you want another go? No, thanks, Mum. So they like to fucking split in the Dark Ages and the medieval period. They were smoking good Tartarian strains back then. Oh yes, Rizzler were going strong. She'd been stoned for 1,000 years off that. It was that good. Yeah. So I'm not sure if they had pandemics in the past or if the women were just proper ugly. I can't even tell. No, these are the specific sect. These are the order of the chattering nobodies. They have to be ignored at all costs and blindfolded, so no one actually sees them or hears them because they're that annoying. They chatter constantly about stuff. Aren't I a bit young for a Zimmer frame, Dad? No, I'm going to break your fucking legs. Oh. So there's a lot of cruelty going on in this period. And blindfolds. Yeah. Oh my God, what are you? Are you Krishna? No, I'm just moving my hands around really quickly, and I spiked you with a ton of mushrooms earlier. I've got a blindfold. Lift my skirt. Want to see my knickers? No, thanks. Oh dear. Okay. Here she is, the whore of Babylon, riding the beast. Yeah, she's got a chalice of good drugs, so she can take over the world. And here. Okay, not sure what's going on now at this moment in time with the Archangel Michael. This is him. Yeah, he looks a jolly chap, doesn't he? Why is he always standing on old people? And he's stabbing him in the mouth with a fiery sword or something, or he's got something going on there. Anybody know? Oh, there's plenty of depictions of Michael actually. Ooh, what's that blue one there? Actually, like standing on old people. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's an act of kindness. If I went round standing on old people, or I can guess it'd be frowned upon. It's like, excuse me, could you lay down and stand on you? Well, I just want to reenact like Archangel Michael stuff. So here we go, the eternal battle. So you got like demon gang over here. Here's the orb. There's stuff inside it though. Weird pictures and burning buildings. Weird. So yeah, team A, the demons. Team B, the do-gooders, the angels. And everyone else is just sinking in the mud. They're clergy and stuff. And Jesus, there he is. He's riding said orb, as he does. He's got a sword and his head's on fire. He's got a red cape as well. Like Superman, got a red cape. Yeah, strange, isn't it? I bet your head's thinking, what the fuck was all of that about? Does it even matter? It's Wednesday night. Please share this up. Hit the like button. I like that, Jack of all trades. I like you a lot more now. I did like anyway. I'm just saying. So I'm going to come back and chat to you all in a minute. Make sure to thumbs this up, okay? And all of the good YouTubey things. Is that you, Melage? Hiya. Yay. It's good. I don't understand. It doesn't matter. It's good. So, statues. Now, we'll have a little think about the classical realm and interpretation on the weekend. But what I wanted to talk about is how in the name of God can you capture sadness in a sculpture? And if they're angels and stuff, what are they so sad about? Like, because they're sad because we died. Oh, he died and he's dead. And bollocks, that is bollocks. They ain't sad about because we died or anything. They're not going to give a shit about that. So what are they fucking sad about exactly? They're sadding us out. She looks way pissed off. Yeah, it looks like she's like really, really sad. So how do they do it? Because it looks quite human to me. And why do they do sad interpretations? Use the ancient Greeks. So I don't know what's going on with the ancient Greek age, bodies and stuff. They're like, we add. He looks Phoenician though, doesn't he? Mesopotamian, even with that headdress. And he's got, oh, it's like Inky dude. He's got a lion over him. Can't be, it's in Greece. And, ooh. Carthage. It's supposed to be like Diana, but she's like missing a head. Or the Queen of Carthage. So that was another great civilization wiped off the face of the earth in North Africa. So women in the Renaissance period. So this woman, she's writing stuff down. That's right. She has fine clothes on because she got the time to make herself look fine. And she's writing stuff down. She could be drawing a picture in hindsight, but I think she's writing stuff down. So I don't think that's like an accurate thing to say that they didn't really have education and the universities and all that. Girls weren't allowed and all of that because they seem really well educated. A lot of the women in a lot of the Renaissance period, they all seem to be writing stuff down. So roll up to 1800s is a completely different game altogether. So yeah, everybody's filled with fear and suffering, and the one that just permeates it. I was laughing its head off at everyone. Whoa, look at him. Yeah, he looks really, really pissed the fuck off. That one looks proper a bastard. Looks a psycho. I'm gonna fucking get you later, face. That is. Oh, for fuck's sake, that's spooky. It's got a Wonder Woman headband on though, with the stars. But yeah, why would you capture that? You know, I'm just trying to work out like artists or conscious expression. Why do you instill in cemetery art and some of these fine pieces, like Bernini pieces, the essence of a human? That one's a sarcastic smile, maybe not such a cute, sweet smile. Maybe something a little bit more going on in that smile and that stare. And this cult that is going on, which keeps everybody, well, not everybody, but most people away from the prize. So, ancient Greek Diana H. She lost her Anne, but it's only, I think that's only clay. So, do we call it clay flood, not mud flood? I don't know. So, this is a modern, I'm guessing, interpretation of Medusa. So, well, I look at the serpents on her head. Sorry. So, she actually looks human. That could be human, and they just stuck like lizards on her heads. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Look, what the fuck is the matter, huh? Why are you crying all the time for all the angels? Everybody's so pissed off all the time. It's just shit. Yeah, it's a Phoenician jug. Haha, got you. You thought it was jugs. No, it's a jug. So I bet things taste puke out of that because it's all like platonic. Here's a Bernini. Now, the grapes, okay, so with the Phoenicians and like young Bacchus here with whoever, and he's tempting her with the grapes, and she's like, I really, really want those grapes. Is it because the grapes that the Phoenicians brought were fantastically delicious, or was all the food of that world fantastically delicious? I mean, you don't need drugs. Just give me that grape. It's like exploded my brain. The best taste I've ever had. It's so delicious. I can't remember when I've had anything so delicious. Buzz going on about the grapes. Yeah, maybe. I don't think they'd just be bog standard grapes because they're not all that, are they? So what's she looking at? So that angel is I don't know, looking over that way. Not really giving anything away. That one's pissed off, though. And see, I don't get it. I'm just not getting it. Why would they give a fuck for a starter? Oh, he wouldn't listen, faces it. This is so, like, melancholy and forlorn. They're just like, I don't think that's sad. I think that's bored off your ass is what I think that is. But she's got a bit, like, mossy. Still nice, though. Mossy or not. So a lot of these Greek statues, etc., got a splicing or a dicing. Some of these hit its nose off, and you'll see loads and loads of busts and statues with their heads all split. So somebody went batshit crazy on the statues, didn't like them anymore, and smashed them up at some period, I feel. So this is in a Renaissance period artwork, and it's just a captured like the pair of hands, and I can't help but notice how human like, or like a photograph, especially the blue of the veins, the red of the knuckles, all of it. It's just like, what fantastic artworkness, or is there another technique going on and they're not really oil paintings like you'd think? So he said, forgive them, Lord, they know not what they do. What do I think about that? I think they actually do know what they're doing. I think they're just people, and people are selfish, needy fuckers, and they're going to do that shit. Sorry about that. And what is going on with this goddess? Okay, why she got that thing on her head? Will I get one? Do you want like a shiny horseshoe on your head? I don't particularly, really, but like, I'm just saying, do they appear? I don't know. Just asking. Right, some humour time. Brace yourselves. And I'm going to come back and visit you all. I got 447 of you watching on a Tuesday, Wednesday night. Okay, we're going to have a look at some funny stuff, and I'm going to move on. We're going to have a little video about the convention. Nora, try bake gluten-free croissants with your raw steak. Cult members, they all are watery. Don't worry about any of them anyway. Fuck them with bells on. Okay? Or not. Not even get into it. Hi, Jughead. Okay. Right. So this is not like a direct jab at like God, the one I like sort of think about. But it is a fact that the story of churches and cathedrals built to worship a non-existent God or worship, and because they were in fact machines. I think that might be Salisbury Cathedral. Looking at it, yes, it is. Okay. They found this in the jungle. And for my liking, it's like, oh, take a photograph with us with this. I'm thinking that they're like getting a little bit too familiar with that big corn on a cob. It's not a corn on a fucking cob, is it? Jesus H fucking Christ, that's a corn on a cob. Right, get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Go see Cohagen. Get the helicopter. If you want to live, follow me. So Buzz, yeah, he's gone out with his new one now. Why has he always got these loads of bracelets on? It's really stupid. And I bet the devil gave him that ring, and you got to wear it. So they're just pushing this one now. Like anyone fucking goes with this mentality is just, I can't get over it, really. It's just like, oh, did you know the biggest mountain in the solar system is Olympus Mons? Have you seen it? No, it's in pictures, isn't it? Shut the fuck up. Anyway, her father was a judge and left nothing to chance. I swear that I will be faithful and not insist on any unnatural sex acts. It was then that she knew, first knew he was a liar by anal yearning. So don't marry a judge's daughter. In fact, don't marry. We have smooth shafts and clean balls in Mary's golden cure. Yeah? Smooth shafts and clean balls. So it's worth eating there. A Cockermouth, 2 miles away. I remember when Cockermouth, which is a town, this is not a funny thing, in England land, flooded. So they were on the news every day saying Cockermouths flooded every day, which used to bring a little smile to my face every day watching the news. But I thought the newsreader's not laughing. Why is he not laughing? That's really funny what you said. Remember to move your cocks forward this weekend. No, it was last weekend, and I did that. Don't worry. Caution, erection ongoing. What? What? Okay. Happy anniversary. After all these years, Lisa still loves Dick. Oh, that's romantic. Oh, Dick's all right, isn't he? Richard, what's the matter with you all? Jeez. Oh, the art of Katwando. Don't make me throw my pussy at you. So, yeah, Katwando. It's a new martial art, including throwing a moggy at somebody, which I don't like this martial art. It seems to be cruel. It should be more defensive. Defend yourself with a cat. Nah, that sounds stupid. Touch my hole. The whole hungry work of sexual fiction by Douglas Nips, author of Pet My Leg and Scared Me, Sensual Times. Oh, you got to make it sound like that, like indigo sound. So, do you know what happened when Mr. Fork married Mrs. Spoon? They gave birth to, I don't know, is it a spork? But they seem really happy, and there's nothing wrong with that, is there, really? Think about it. Yeah, they look happy, don't they? Yeah, let them have that one. My mother always told me to wear pretty panties in case I got hit by a car. I think this is good advice, ladies. Yeah, you don't want like these random trained male paramedics when they cut off your underwear with scissors, finding out that you've not got clean underwear on, because that would not be nice. Yeah. So make sure, just in case you get splattered by a car tomorrow, okay, maybe not these ones, but make sure you got nice underwear on tomorrow, okay, just in case. Best to be safe. Cigarettes are like women. The best ones are thin and rich. Yeah, I agree. So, nuns are proper pervy in there. Have you seen? This is the order of chatting in we don't give a fuck nuns. Yeah. So, do you know when you goes to a nunnery? They don't have men in nunneries, do they? No, just anyway. Do you know when you join nunneries? I think these are the order in chatter of poker. Strip, jack naked poker playing nuns. The drink and smoke. Yeah. So it's not what you think religion, is it? Okay. And nuns are not sweet. They're evil bastards, most of them. Yeah. You know this. They torture children in homes. And when they grow up, they end up like that. Or like this nun. Yeah. Fucking put that fucking cross down. Sorry, Jesus. Let's get how much of this fucking Peruvian salt powder on my Gregory pen. Like that. Well behaved women really make history. Well, I don't know how many of these actually were. Marilyn. Betty Davis. Yeah, we'll give her that. Elizabeth Taylor. Yeah, she liked to have husbands, didn't she? Like, lots and lots and lots. Lady Di. Oh, fucking hell. I don't know that. Is that Ella Fitzgerald? I'm getting confused. Oh, the one who shoots people. What's her name? Annie. Get your gun. So they say that's true. Or that poster says it's true. Would you agree with that? If you was like not like behaved. Yeah. Strange and confusing clown sex. Not what you want to witness at a circus at all. Not really. Try and get that shit out of your head. See the new James Bond film? Yeah, coronavirus with Sean Connery's come back for a remake from the grave. Yeah, the world's in a panic over toilet paper. And it's up to James to shoot some common sense into these mouth breathers. Yeah, get a warmer, execute every single one of them, James. We all PP Walther, PP fucking whatever. She made him pay for cheating on her with a rectal thermometer. That's not good. That's not a good one. Anyway, who wants a bullet in their dick hole? Yeah, you'd have to be your childhood ruined book. That'd be a really good shot. They're getting a dick hole. So what are they called then? They're called Japais, aren't they? That's not racist, is it? What do they call them in Japan then? Do they call them Britais? So I don't like the way this advert looks. It's rather suggestive, isn't it? Yeah. Good job she didn't have like a Mr. Whippy. Sugar can be the willpower you need to underrate. I think that's disgusting. Now this is a nice finish. Okay, so you can like make your minds better. Later you will recover. It'll all be okay. Okay, I got this. I got you. I got you. Our days are happier when we give people a bit of heart rather than our Bryans. And it says FEBC there, the flat earth British, rather than our minds. So that's nice. Hope you enjoyed them. Hope they weren't too rude. No, not really. Hammerzit. Look at this, right? Yeah. Hold. Hammersmith. So in World War II, he slipped and he nearly fell on his hobnail boots like a stupid guy, right? But he still done like hammer time. See this tree? Yeah, I know. It's a big tree, isn't it? It's got a wonky one. So in the past, in America land, you had adverts which are projected off projectors onto your big wall side thing. I'm guessing they could do moving imagery as well. Did you know that? No, you do. So yeah, more medieval fuckery. So these are the order of them ones that smack themselves in the head. He's going to dig a hole inside the church. Not sure if they're skulls. And mud flooded going on. He's like, I'm waist up already. Don't worry, they're coming to get us. Look at these little. What the fuck are they? Always pointing up, in they? Always pointing up. Ooh, skeletons. I didn't say that right. Somebody will tell me. So yeah, Haley's diving bell. Apparently you could go dive in the bottom of the Thames, get some old Napoleonic cannons up if you so wished, and go in a bell. Bells. So do you know what fun fair is? While they're always trying to make people puke and scare the shit out of you, and it's all a bit like weird and PEDO-ish at a fairground. What's going on with a ghost house? They're all shit anyway. They don't scare you, do they? Unless someone hides in there and touches your hair when they walks past. You ever been in one of the ghost trains that did that? So no, it might have been a real ghost then. I don't know. A door could open. You could end up in a bit that's not actually in that. Yeah, like American Horror Show style, which would be horrible. So, would you conclude that some mud had entered Rome at this period? Yeah, because this building's half buried, the mud's all still there, and everyone's basically Mad Max in it, living out in the shit, eating dog and stuff. Maybe there's no dogs left eating shit and stuff. So here's the Phoenicians again, and nothing like us, are they? What's all this like muscly stuff going on? And they have like fish or mollusk thing going on. This looks like tech. Maybe they rolled into town. Oh, there's shells there though. The shellfish bastards. And they bring all of this like veg and fruitage with them. Wondering if they introduced this realm after a mud flood with all of their varieties. Only what we get now is like shit compared to what they had. So you are Antarctica, apparently this massive land, and they've been giving us maps for so long saying all these creatures are there. Look, Diablos is there, and the Moors, and skeletons with scythes. So they're saying, don't go down there, it's full of death. So propaganda, or to get you to think about this shit going down. There's Michael again, is it? Fiery sword standing on somebody again. Mind you, it was a shapeshifter. A lizard. So they collected giant stuff. Look, got giant's crown there. And statues of giants to remind you of how big these were when they were around. Again, what's outside the dome? Looks like machinery, isn't it? Maybe it's unrendered, a simulation. It would be unrendered. It's not there at all. North Pole, something's going on. Just instinctively feel that's what we should be thinking about rather than Antarctica. Because all they do is bombard us with Antarctica and our Bryans as well. And all of these maps show up, and you know, that's not a convincing map. That looks like could be made anytime. There's no date on it. There's no marking on it. It's just what? So taking us for a drag around. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. take the jabbers for a drag around. So that you know what's gonna happen, don't you? You've seen them little spazzy carts all people use. Not all people, but some people. I don't know what they're fucking called. Mobility bike cars. They're gonna have zombies on them. Literally, they're gonna chase you down the street. Zombies on mobility scooters are gonna chase you. Did you know that? You looking forward to that? So here's the Greek gorges outside of our dome looking in. Shall we help Martin? No, I think we should leave him get on with it. No, Zeusage. Fucking help, please. Yes. Don't listen to him, other dude. Help me. Mind your own business. Look, I'm thinking about what is going on in this realm and standing behind me. Yeah, when I was in 1960s, is an angel watching over. What is the matter, Martin? I don't actually know. So, is Tartaria like that? Would it have been just everything covered in a massive amount of golden domes? No? If not, it should have been. This is a fantastic image. It's following the San Francisco fire, its color. And I haven't seen many of these, but I noticed the health department knocked up an emergency hospital really, really quickly. And conveniently in this color photograph, you get this big steam engine, fire steam engine, put out in the fires, apparently. A couple of armed sailors. So a couple of anomalies for this color photograph. Looks a little bit staged, especially with, you know, how many films and footage have we watched of San Francisco supposed earthquake? We haven't seen any fire engines present at any period at all until this photograph. And it's color. And it's got an emergency hospital. So I don't know if it's real, but it's supposed to be like ancient man. Obviously, I don't go with any of that bullshit because like missing links, evolution, bullshit. But this one looks seriously fucked up. I think it was Pug Man. Imagine having a guy with a face like a pug. I know, spooky, wouldn't it? There she is, Diana again. And like you see these, they're I think they're more in line with like fish roe or maybe salmon eggs or something like that. Everything to do with it is aquatic anyway, because it's like Phoenician cottages, like her. She's holding the 2 bunches of grapes. It's the Phoenician goddess. So what is it with the grapes and the 2 blue balls as well? Yeah, they're really freaky. Check this out. This was in Paris in the past. Look at that for a building. Antiquitech overkill. Check all that out up there. That's nice, isn't it? It's glass. I bet that lit up. But what a massive, massive entrance to this building. And I thought that was one of the stations. Paris Montmartre. That's beautiful. This is an unusual shot, actually. This is in the American Civil War in San Francisco. So 1861, say 1862, San Francisco, they're doing some sort of human blockade. Yeah, like gangs in New York style. It occurred to me, though, there was no action out in that part of the world to do with the American Civil War, you know, California and stuff. And I know they were in it with the secession and everything, but I'm thinking like there was no battles and stuff. So what was going on out here? A lot of people watching it, top hatters, human barricade, and a load of people coming down. During the American Civil War, there was trouble in San Francisco. So apparently, first of all, it was Yahshua, and then he changed it in 1769, apparently to Jesus, to the present day. Oh, they changed his color. He went from the black man to the Norwegian in a little while as well. So could there be these guys living up north in the Hyperborean? This is the pictures from Olaf Johnson, the smoky gods. And these were supposed to be living there, giants. And they spoke to us in a strange language. I often think about it, and it's because it's not that far away, really. Beyond the North Pole, get light winds, and I guess it's warm like a spring day in Amsterdam. So using an interesting Utah State Historical Society, but it's the Capitol building. And what is it doing up there? What is all of this mud or hill coming down there? I've never seen it from that perspective, and I'm a bit confused of what is going on. Yeah, I know. Weird. This tree is fucking lush. I don't know what's happening, but it's burst out with this little enclosure. Looks proper old. One of those bangang trees or something. So this building looks like it's buried. It's like that's just the top, like the top bit. And the rest is probably like the doors there is massive. And like all of it looks like it's underground. Because that just looks like the top bit to me, guys. Pretty cool. And this is in Vienna. And what they've done is they've disguised gas tanks, old gas tanks. And they've like put these domes on top and they put blocks of flats. Originally, they were gasometers, 4 of them, and they've made flats into them. But they got the exterior of when it was a gasometer, etc. So they did that. They're pretty big, them gas storage things, weren't they? Like massive. So I don't know about this guy. He looks really pissed off, but not really. It might be just his mudhead. So it's like he's in the tribe of mudheads. They're all right. There's no harm in them. Just having a think about mud and stuff. Which you do if you're a mudhead. Oh, I forgot the destination for this. I was just curious about these 2 pillars because they're like non-central for this road. This must have been something else, big road edge coming through here for these 2 pillars from the old world. Can't remember where that was. I'm very sorry. Oh, look at that behind you. We know. Just take the picture. It's all right. They know. That's because they got a silly grin on their faces, isn't it? There's another one up on a hill. They do it, guys. I don't know. They just like people that chisel like a tree trunk into the shape of a penis. This is the world we live in, I'm afraid. God, I don't know. I'm actually coming back for a minute. There you are. 660 of you watching. Did you actually share this out? Did you enjoy that? Dun, dun, dun. Right then. Big love, Sherry Ives. This gives you big loves for Holistic Media Age. All right, there's Jilly's in the house. Hi, Jilly, lovely. See you. Happy Mudheads. Mudheads are actually really happy little mudhead men. Lynn Gray, Gareth. Zeus is Inky. Inky is Jesus or King Arthur or a lot of other. Least phallic rock they could find. Watery, watery. Lingham. I got you all thinking bad thoughts now, haven't I? It's naughty, that is. Spiritual level music. Chris Duggan. It's all done in best possible taste. Did you know usually when you was grumpy earlier, did your corners of your mouth actually lift up in any way? Couldn't help it, could you? Sorry to hear that, Jason. And I'm sorry as well. What happened, Jason? Is it bad? We all got to die. Fuck yeah. Bees nuts. You, well, names. What is death anyway? Do you know any idea? Maybe if you go and come back and tell us what went down, that would be brilliant. Earth First Space LAT. I don't know what that I just read meant. That was really weird. It had space in it and Brian fogged over. Life for real. Good to see you. Jewish Samaritan. Dave Knuckles. Grave. All history is a lie. Indeed, that is the case. And JKM, I quite liked that fellow. Oh, never mind, he's all right. Don't worry. I don't know what we're on about. It doesn't matter. And S. Lee. Now, oh, Grave, you're a person. Okay. Jughead, Michelle, Jason, Val, and Dragon, and Lynn. Good to see you. And Lutu, and pyridoxine oxide sounds like a fire alarm going off. What does? 5G. Martin, crumpets are ready. Oh, don't mad pie, man. Start me thinking about food. Right, I'll be going an hour and a half. No. I got some stuff I want to show you about the convention. I have still some actual images and maps that I wanted to show you, but I'm not going to make this a 3-hour vlog tonight because people just don't want to watch them back when they're that long in the week. Hiya Storm, Sweetness, hope everything's fantabby-dozy. And Spillerine, who is Scottish. Jesus is God's son, and so are we all, basically. Hi, D'Angelo. What's happening, my brother? Flat thumbs, double flat thumbs to you. And Nath, fat thumbs, baby, to you as well. Dante, good to see you. And I said that's Lee. Right, let me have a scroll through. So, was missing Glenage is in the house. See Melage in you earlier. Mrs. AZ and Stacy from Massachusetts and Jennykins and so did you like my book covers? They were fun, weren't they? Rizzy Truth. I was a definite splattage going on. But we do that, don't we? Somebody like I seen a mate of mine I was in school with like 2 days ago, and he's like, "What's happening, Matt? Oh, it's brilliant to see you. You look really well." It's like, "So what do you do?" I was like, couldn't really tell him because it's all a bit confusing, isn't it? I blow minds and then tell him the rest. It's just like it sounds like I'm making it all up. I told him that anyway. Isabella, was you Dave Welsh, Glenage, Capalocious, and Alexa Allen. Good evening. We love Torquay, Alexa. It's one of my favorite places like ever. It's about 20 times better than where I am now. It's warmer. You've got more palm trees. Laura St. Martin. Jason Hand. Well, much love, Jason. I don't know what shit went on, but I'm sending you positive love, intent, and good vibes. Domestic truth is sweet. Good to see you. Okay, right. Let's get on with some more information. I've got some more to show you, but I have to run you down on the convention. Now, there's a lot going on. The tour is completed, as you know. I didn't go on the last 3 places, like Newcastle, Edinburgh, and Roslin, because I was like, as you know, I was like ill and fucked up. So, do Phoenicians eat fish? No, I think they're more in line as being fish of some sort, or like men from Atlantis, like that. Yeah, you never man from Atlantis, don't you? You've all seen Aquaman, like them. They live in a classical world, all underwater, don't they? In a hidden realm, and I think they're Marvel things, and I think they all show you, truths is what I think. Except Iron Man, because that's stupid. Nah, it's not. Tony Skank's all right. We don't mind. Spellery, and God is love. I think there may have been a mistranslation in all of that one. Well, Noah's floods and all that. Who's responsible for that? To make the decision to wipe out everybody on Earth except for a psychopathic family that caused nothing but trouble since. Kill all the women and children, like everybody. I don't know. It seems a bit like harsh. That might be just me. If I was God, I wouldn't have gone and done that because that's like a bit, But I'm not, so I'm just saying that would have been spiteful. Brooke, good to see you. I said recently Atlantis is going to be revealed. They show you in a document or like a drama called Good Omens, and literally Atlantis rises from the water. They play quoits and win the championship. Probably have to watch it. Mud Pieman, I loved Aquaman. He turned out to be a big drip. He's a fucking drip. He's all right. Thor's quite funny though. Thor like amuses me. He's funny. JT, trippy flat thumbs to infinity thrice because it's trippy. Thrice. Don't worry. Right then, convenzione and stuff going down. Okay, I got a video to show as well made today. And sit back and enjoy. 639 of you. I've got a little bit more to share. There are links down in the descriptions box for these maps that I just sharing with you. That I'm just going to squeeze through quickly because the time's getting on. Okay, this is a map that I've dug up in. So I got some images like of Marco Polo's trip across Europe and Asia, apparently, that I want to present on my next one. But these are crazy good, these maps. And you got the king ages going on, look. And again, with all of these crazy, crazy big cities, some of the destinations you might be able to make out. It's like, I'm boss. It's in my crown. And what's this? Is he floating on that carpet? And they could be the Magi. Yeah. Oh, do you think he like the gold? I'm sure he loved the gold. I've only got frankincense. No, I think you like frankincense. Oh, I've only got myrrh. Oh, I'm not sure you got any good stuff, though. Yeah, don't worry too much about the myrrh next time. And then they go upside down then, right? Not like they intend to. It's just the maps flip. So I'll give to you. It is in the description box for closer scrutiny. Because if you want to spin it, you can see there's all sorts of crazy shit going down. I'm taking this as a sea with a phoenix in it. The Phoenicians. And then they have certain bloodlines, usually purple, and they give them a scepter, a crown, orb. And then they say that you can rule over the people. And can we cook one or two? Yes, you can cook one or two. Ugh, what's doing there? I'm not sure what's going on there. Don't look at that. Anyway, so, or can we pull something apart? They allow that. So there's a double mountain there, and it's got a squirt of water coming out of it. It's probably a river. So you can flip them, and then you see the other side, where everyone bashes shit out of one another with bats, as you do. Bird attacks, because they got chips, they're getting attacked by seagulls, and it all just gets strange. So yeah, share this with you. We'll take a look at one or two more. So I got some crazy good stuff for Flat Day, so make sure to come back for that. And as I said, there's not long to go now before the Holy Grail of the Great Reset convention. Oh, look, Mella's still in. She's shown up. So we got a Phoenician mermaid. Don't know what all of them lumps are. Islands, don't know. And again, crazy fish people. It's like, this one's mine. I'm taking it with me. I love my fish. Don't eat my fish. I love my fish. Sort of buzz going on. Right, let's have a little look upside down. What is going on here? He's a king, and he's got two bushes, which makes him very, very important. Everybody's clapping. Oh, he's so clever. He has two bushes. Clap him thing going on. And you got like a demon. So they all like do-gooders and like really, really bad demons. It's like, is that really the case? Or is this just religious fucking insanity? This is a good image, shows you sort of reset. It's Thor. Now, this Thor is not that funny. And he looks a bit like Ganesh or something. So he's got Thor's hammer. He's got a lot of people hanging off his spear. Let's have a look at him. And he is wrecking the world with this strange weapon. So he is the First World War, 1914-15. Here we have the Germans, and they've got eagle with wings open, and they're on some sort of ball. Again, like that crucible, shooting out flames, and it's resetting or wrecking the world, which looks like the classical world. And they look like they might be dues and clergy tallying it all up. So the war didn't actually stop. It was just an eternal war for the entire of the last 100 years. Nothing else was going on. First World War didn't really end. Second World War, they say, started in 39, when in all reality it was in 33, and it just never stopped. It went over into Korea, Vietnam, and then into the Arabian fucking peninsulas, and just keeps going on. Perpetual war. Bullshit on toast. Now, I've hired out this place. It is in Birmingham, and it's a big hotel. Juries. Now, we were there in a convention in 2018, presenting Flat Earth, first big Flat Earthers convention. So it's this place here you're looking at, nice big screens, etc. I think we've got Ira Landucci who is presenting there. They had a big Webinar operation, which basically they paid absolute fortune for, and nobody actually used it. So we got Campbell, we got Jen, True Seeker 69, we've got Brian Stavely, we got Alex on stage, Rossage. We might have one or two other specials when we get there, but look how many people are in there, a couple of hundred. And we had like a little market store sort of thing around the outside here where people were selling stuff. So my son, who's Welsh Dragon Metals, he makes jewelry, he's a jeweler. He's going to sell jewelry there. And my friend Mel, she's going to set up stalls. She sells things like candles, homemade, and all like garlands and all lovely stuff anyway. And people are basically Mark Devlin, you know, his bookstore. I'll be selling books as well. So there's like a little market thing going on. So yeah, a lot of people can get in there. It's quite sizable, and they got a wicked bar downstairs, which don't shut till about 11. And nice munch as well. You get a nice munch. He does nice food downstairs. It's got like proper menu in Judy's. So that is Easter. So if you want to get away, okay, get your book hotel, something like I don't know, it's a bit dear in Judy's. Just make sure my volume's on for the next share. I'm going to meet Flat Earth British peeps, guys. What else you doing with your life? Have some fun. We have fantastic fun. Right, let's got the volume on. Right, let's get back to this now. So yeah, so I've hired. I've been there before. I was in a big Flat Earth meet, but this is like I've hired the thing because I know it basically, and it's a really good, top quality venue actually. So here's a video made today of the Holy Grail, the Great Reset tour summary of what went down. Okay, a lovely letter off of a lady, Lisa, who went to the last bit. And she was struggling with the website. Facebook went down for her and everything. She was lovely, so I felt sorry for her. But yeah, I got Facebook back today. That was a fucking, I was gonna say blessing. It's not the word, but yeah, it's a pain in the ass, Facebook. Enjoy. Well, that's a load of fantastic. Oh, all them lovely people, though, guys. How lovely is that? So, yeah, that is basically on our doorstep. Tickets are going quick. We do hope to get you, guys. I got a ton of books I can take as well. Just if you want to get a book, if you want to buy a book, I'll sign a book as well. I'll talk about, aspects of a book as well, what we've been up to, and a summary and everything else as well. So it is fantastic. You get tickets on here. Looking forward to seeing Mark and all of the guys here. It's going to be like so much fun packed into one fucking day. It's hard to even imagine, guys. All of that usage in one day. Having a giraffe in you. Yeah, man, this is real and this is happening. Exciting. In the centre of Great Britain, easy for everyone to get hold of for Easter holidays. Have a holiday in flat earth British realmage. Makes perfect sense to me, guys. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fab time. So, if you don't know, here I am, Martin Liedtkes. Okay, I got this channel about 2 years ago after I got the one hacked. Lee, Flat Earth British subscribers, unfortunately lost his first fucking channel. They took it out. And he's basically on his backup channel, but he's renamed it Flat Earth British Subscriber channel. So make sure to give him a subscription as well, Flat Earth British Sub. And my son as well, who was just in chat, who is Welsh Dragon Metals. You can see all them in the descriptions box below. And subscribe to all these channels. You're going to need to, because we can do coverage and post stuff on these as well. Celtic Tartarian channel, Flat Earth British Think Tank, and a Nectar channel, all ours to play with on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, that was a great summary. Thank you. Excuse me. That was a great summary of what was just a life-changing tour and a life-changing experience for myself. No doubt about it. All right, nearly fucking killed me. But I did like literally carry this fucking speaker around with me everywhere. Like fuck myself up. Basically, is the weight of a car battery. And I literally carried it to the top of Glastonbury tour and around all these cities. Not a good thing. So here we were in Turkey. That was really good, that was. I enjoyed Turkey. It's a lovely place. Alexa there and J Ditch. And then we went off to the cafe the day after. And then we went off to Glastonbury tour, which was fantastic. Glastonbury was. And on to Lincoln. And then York to finish. And then I basically fucking died. Came back again. So yeah, that is what we're up to. Flat Earth British on a day of the week. Wednesday it is, and bringing the love and the vibration. Boom Shanka to you all. Hope you had a fantastic time while you were here. Hope you got a happy buzz on. See that warm, tickly feeling in your belly? Do you know what that is? Flat with Britishness. Good, isn't it? So yeah, fuck all the weirdness and ignore them. Yeah, they just had a chemical lobotomy. So don't even worry about it. I don't. Get on with the job at hand. Discern what you're looking at. And once you see a truth anyway, you certainly recognize it. It just resonates for you and you know that's the score. Yeah, that's how truth works. Richard, good to see you. Jammer, good to see you too. Capilocious, and a little giggle along the way. Okay. And the weird absurdity that this reality is. Ridiculous in the extreme. India, thank you for that. It was a beautiful, brilliant video. It made me cry seeing all them lovely people and all them kind thoughts and messages as well. It's really nice. And Gainer, good to see you. And Spirit Level and Drummer Snare. David Weiss shouts out Martin all the time, and that's how I found him. Yeah, he's my broski. I've known David like 7 years now, since Flat Earth Inception, which was a long time ago now. It's like a lifetime ago, it feels like. But amazing, exciting times, Flat Earth Awakening 2015. Can't get over how that buzz went down. Whew. Talking about exciting. Space is between your eyeballs. No, it's space is what happens in between scientists' ears. Jason of Wales, good to see you back. Are you from Wales? No, you wouldn't say it otherwise. Oh, hot cross buns. Peace and love coffee, followed by my spliff. I'm rolling. Dave's in happy land right now. I love a hot cross buttered bun. Fucking starving now. Thanks, Brian. Fucking my belly, Brian, heard you. AZ. Drummer Lynn Mac. Good to see you, my friend. Headleyman. Yeah, go click that like button. Spread the word. Flat Earth British is taking over YouTube. And I'll be back on Friday with more exciting usage. What do you feel about that? So, well, I hope I found something to tickle your fancy tonight and tickle your Brian, yeah, or your funny bone. Doesn't matter each. I balance stuff up, don't I? Like a bit of funny stuff. And I got like a weird sense of humor. Drum snare. Ben Flack, good to see you. And Daniel in the house. Thank you, Storm. We do try. Flat with British epicness is assured. Sketch, Itch, I'm brother. And Michael, good to see my friend Vibes in the house as well. And S. Mitchell and Rob H is in the house. And Valerie, who is lovely. Jamie Wilson. I haven't seen it. And don't watch much telly because I've got a telly, so I don't watch any. See you later, Samaritan Broski. Yeah, take it easy, Samaritan. Watch how you go. Much love to you. Left California over that stupid J-Hab. Did you, laddie boy? Yeah. Don't worry about it. Forget about it all. Best. Recognize it. Recognizing the magic spell is how you basically dispel it. So just recognize the bullshittery and no focus on it in any negative aspect. At Matters Martin gave Jay the 2 bottles of Roslin beer for you and Lawrence. Did you? Oh, she's gonna have to traipse them around the UK, is she? Oh dear. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for that, Art. I bet that'll knock my head off. I don't actually drink that much. I'm proper lightweight. Well, 2 drinks in anybody. No, I can handle a bit more. I'm getting on a bit in use. But I'm not really much of a drinker because I've seen the terrible effects of what happens with it. Jack of all trades, master of none. Good to see you. Thank you for coming, everybody. Right. I'm going to go now because I need food and drink. Thank you for coming back. Come back Saturday. Keep an eye on my Instagram. Keep an eye on my Facebook because I'm back on there now today. Yes. Oh, look. Martin Leaker there. Yay, Martin in chat. We fat thumbs. Fat thumbs me. 2 drinks. Wow, a little bit more. And AZ. Got an invite to Vampson. That's a contract. Don't know what that means. S. Lee and Alva Billy, my brother, and Jenny Kings. And Nathan is there as well. David Jones, Evening Martin. I'm going now, Dave. Too late, mate. Bill Miller. Giving myself a Brian head. FEB fam is contagious. It's because, like, everything else on the internet's all like, yeah, fear. Seen like that fucking mongrel, fucking Russell Brand. He's like, he does 2 videos a day now. That cunt's not thinking about any of this in the fucking background. They're giving him a fucking script. He couldn't keep that much content up. I'm a fucking YouTuber. I know this shit works. So he's like, he does it's a title on his video, like Illuminati title. It's like, they don't want you to know this. Well, if it's coming from Russell fucking Brand, they do want you to fucking know this. He's their fucking mouthpiece for bullshittery, official narrative truths, which are tiny little bits of truth with loads of bullshit laid on top, like globes, which he's well into, by the way. So yeah, they'd never let me speak to him, and I wouldn't pick on him or bully him or anything like that because that wouldn't be fair. But I might ask him a few fucking like awkward questions about like, what the fuck was you doing as a sweetie collector? Yeah, in the fucking Olympic Games. When all this shit was told to us, what was going to happen. It's one of them. Inside, what's what happens when you marry Rothschild, basically. Katy Perry, innit? She's a Rothschild. So, Jason probably in it before then. Can't imagine Big Brother getting him that fucking famous. He must have been inside the family. I've been here all the show, and it's been great sponge juicage. Good. Happy for that. Brand is a shillage. I think he's a little bit more than that. He's their official spokesman, isn't he? So he's like fucking Duke Shillage. That's why he's always shouting fucking Joe Rogan. He's always shouting Joe Rogan. They're both probably on the phone, like talking like globe stuff at night. Yeah. Or whatever they fucking do. Our neck of the woods. Good to see you, my friend. Timothy Smith. So that's what they got. Like, if like truthers and like them, they're on like level 1 truth. They look at Russell Brand thinking, oh, this guy's fucking fantastic. He's laying down the truth so hard, Joe. Oh, he tried to warn us. It's like, so annoying to a real truther. You think Brand is one of them? No fucking shit, Sherlock, Richard. Fuck yes. You have a look at what he's saying. They don't listen. I'm not even allowed to say the word fucking Ovid, or my channel was taken out. I guess like the video literally disappears. But he can say what the fuck he wants, can he? YouTube's little fucking golden child. Ugh, fucking repugnant. Does my head in. May you live in interesting times. Thanks for all. What we do, we live in the best times ever. It is the most retarded reset, but we make it really good fun, which balances it up somewhere along the line. And for all the stuff that happens later, don't even fucking worry about it. Okay? It was always going to be a bumpy ride, guys. No one said it wasn't going to be. Okay? It was going to be bumpy if you knew the truth. Because it's always going to be bumpy if you know the truth. You've got to sit in with people who are talking shit constantly and just, the people who are in school got to listen to lies. People educated, if they know and they're awake, they got to listen to lies. People in the workplace, when they're working side by side, people coming out with fucking mainstream shit that you listened to on the telly last night. They actually thinks it's real, and you got to stomach it. So I appreciate that this is harder than for most people if you're awake. But you should be grateful you're awake. You'd rather be awake than one of them, wouldn't you? Yeah. But it is tricky and it is hard to navigate when you're awake. I appreciate that. So it was never going to be easy. Jungle Jim, good to see you. You're not already turned into infinite plane society. No, I'm not. I'm not fucking FEB at all. But like, I've known him for years as well. Don't worry about that. Squirrel Sniper, Crafty Kim, good to see you. And anybody else who's watching now, right, who hasn't spoken in chat, in the crowd, okay? Sending you love. Okay, good vibrations. Cool. You're cool. We're cool. What are we? We're cool. We're cool guys, aren't we? Love already won. And there you go. We knew that anyway. Feeling our heart. Oh. Right, I got to dive off. That's my son. and I'm going to go need something. Boom Shanka, be good, and I'll see you flat a day. Make it a date, okay? Don't go on flat a day. It's going to be raining and cold. Well, obviously not in California and Florida, but here in Britain is. We got usage. Okay, you happy? Okay, see you later.